And they're going to go soft on the corners. Throwing on first down. Cunningham. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On first down, Cunningham. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move into in the running game.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Cunningham. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to throw. Cunningham. Rush coming, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt able to drop him for a loss of 4. They'll send Austin in motion right. Play clock winding down. Back to throw. Cunningham. And that's complete to Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Brandon Cooks, 37 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Brady now on first down. And the Raiders have got him.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Brady to throw on second down. Quick hitch, complete. It's Harrison. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. On third and long, it's Brady. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Harrison. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth. They do go for it. It's Brady. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Brady going to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And he's brought down. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. The quick hitter complete. It's Harrison. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Give him 22 on that one. And it'll give the Colts a first down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Here we go on 1st and 15. Brady to throw again. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I's, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before, getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Pass incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Now a run with Montgomery. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized. Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a... Well, going for it on 4th has worked twice on this drive already. Now it gets more interesting here on 4th and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early. And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Here's Brady, and he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This will be taken very short. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing to start the drive. Cunningham. And Too Tall Jones. To drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Looking to throw on second down. Cunningham. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making a play there.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return comes to a right at the 44-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So after the INT, it's Brady. Throw left side complete. It's Montgomery. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Now Brady throwing on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw out. Everything off. It brings up third. The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Brady on third down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Harrison. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Brady. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. And now we're going to have a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Quick hitch, complete. It's Harrison. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, here's Brady.
Nice rhythm throw there.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing to start the drive. Cunningham. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A gain of 6 there on first. Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Let's face it, we're all going to remember Malcolm Butler from the Super Bowl, the interception that reverberates, the one that denied Seattle back-to-back Super Bowl titles. But he's become a very talented, good player in the league. He's not going to just be remembered for one play.
Throwing to start the drive. Cunningham. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And Cooks hands it over the middle. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Cunningham, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And he motions the wide receiver. On 4th down, Cunningham. Wide open receiver complete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Boy, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you...
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Second down now after the sack. So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw on 2nd down. Brady forced out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now Brady. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the...
Gunned down a few guys.
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. Looking to throw on second down. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Deion Sanders in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Possibly a turning point. Big coming this long. Brady now to throw. Get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Near the 44. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And the play clock's running down. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw on second down, Cunningham. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Cunningham. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Looking to throw. Cunningham. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Throwing to start the drive. Cunningham flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back. see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. And he fires one, but in. Complete. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they'll be inside.
Honorable C note.
Yeah, low